Now the thing is puzzling me this morning was the horn. Not like a Morning Glory type horn, but I was trying to work out the wiring for this because it's very simple. Power wire to the horn all the way through your steering column, and it comes out with a little connector here that passes through a ring that's on your horn, on your steering column, and then it comes up to this contact here. I don't know if you can see it or not, can you? Oh, there it is, look, there it is. So the little contact there. Great, so what's wrong? Clean it up, Mike. Well, you can't, because it's broken. It's extremely fragile. It hasn't quite broken off yet. So I'm just trying to think of a way that I could fix that. Simply, you know. The ideal way was to take these rivets out of here and clean it up and solder it, or even make a new one. I don't know, we'll see. But the other alternative, where have I got it here? I've got this old 1950s style push button. I don't know. Maybe not. You know, let's think them type of things. I don't think so. We'll see how we can fix that. Right, we're back on the bench. We're going to see if we can fix this little thing, or make a reproduction piece to go into there for the horn, so it's all nicely original. The chances of finding one of these is like finding dragon's teeth in the local supermarket. What we need to do is, there's two little rivets, crimped rivets in there at the back, and I'm going to try and carefully drill them out. And hopefully I can get that out. Oh, I see. So there's two rivets here which are held onto an insulation piece, and the insulation piece, that little piece that we need, is riveted onto there. Now what I would ideally like to do, if I can get that out, was to solder a piece of copper onto the back of there, a little bit of hardened copper, and see if we can, because it's actually a spring, it's a spring contact, so we don't want it so it's soft and wappling around. Anyway, less of me rambling on. Let's see if I can drill those little rivets out there and get into it. Let's see if that'll just take that head off. Yep. To get the rivets off, just turn your drill at the side, you'll soon get them off. Because they're spinning around, and you can turn your drill. There you go, there's one off, and there's the other. You like that. Now we can get this very fragile piece out. We haven't damaged anything, and you can see what I was rambling on about. That piece is a spring, but you can see it's worn through. I'm just wondering, now it's out and it's like this, if I supported that in my wet bead blaster with the pressure turned down, I may be able to clean that up enough to get some solder on there and build it up with some solder. And that would just add, you know, strengthen that up a little bit. I think what it's been doing, it's been catching here instead of here. You see what I mean? This has been bent to touch the ring, and this hasn't been touching. You can see there's been no contact on there at all. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Well, I had the wet bead blaster at about 2 psi, and it's cleaned up nice. So now I'm going to get my soldering iron out and see if I can build that up a little bit. It's going to be really tricky, but nothing beats us here. We'll have a go. I've got some sort of harder solder here. I've got my hot gun out rather than a little iron.
Mate, you're a faking professional. Look at that. That's the art of bodgery.
There you go. You see that? Oh, Mike. You've excelled yourself. I know you want to buy me a pint of beer. But that is springy again. So all we've got to do now is get those little rivets out of here that's still there and somehow find a rivet that small to go in there. I might have some pop rivets to do that. Perfect. Will they go through the hole? Oh, you would think I actually bought them special. So all I've got to do now is get a couple of them, and then I've got to get that existing rivet out of there without breaking anything. Oh, I'm really pleased with that though. That's bloody spot on. I must have saved myself 4 months doing that. I'm going to do a continuity test between there and there before I fit it. Right, a simple continuity test. I've got the sounder on the bullet, and do we get anything here? Yes. It's far better to check all these things first than to put it all together and find out the bloody thing doesn't work. Right, so we know that works. Right, so let's get this in. Put it the right way around. Line up our holes inside. This is tricky, I might not be able to show you because it's a secret, but I'll show you when I get it lined up. There, I'm going to give it a try and see if it works. Oh, no I'm not. Because I might have to, oh yeah, no, it's going through, it's going. Let's get the other one in first. I'll just give it a half pump so I can still move this one. And let's give that a go. It's gone, yeah. Get it out of it. Always, when you're doing pop rivets, don't go like that to your eyes. It doesn't matter if you've got goggles on. But now, there she be. Can you see it? She's in there. That's got a nice spring on it. We're just going to test the outside casing for continuity to make sure that there's no shorts. Put that on there. Let's go and get it fitted. One screw in. I've already cleaned up this ring here where it fits, and I'm going to put a little bit of oil on that bearing because this is the last chance saloon it's going to get some. So that's where it goes. I think it's pretty common on the old 2As how this was put together. So now we have to put the steering wheel. I'm just checking the wheels. They seem to be in the straight ahead position, but they're always wonky anyway, aren't they? And let's put this on and hope that that is going to make contact. Now, how can we tell if it's going to work? Well, if we touch this to ground, it should work. Have I got the battery on? I hope it does work after all this messing about. Oh, I haven't got it connected on it. Oh yes I have. So wait a minute, let's take this connection off, put this to ground. That works. So if I jump across there to there, it should sound.
Indeed it does.
So the contact isn't working too well. Right, so what we've got to do is to take this out again and resolder the little tip because it's broke further down. With all the friction it's worked it off. I can do that. I'll put it back together again and come back. Well, what a faff about. I had 4 goes with that little copper piece that was bent over, and in the end I made a new one out of a piece of copper pipe. And it works, you know. So that's about, what time is it now? It's 10 to 2. I started it at about 11. Yeah, it probably only cost about 4 farthings when it was new. But I don't know if you could buy them anymore, but it's nice. So the horn works. What a faff on. Right, I'm having the rest of the day off.